My parents wouldn't be able to make it in Japan. They would not survive here. Well, I'm old, Circa. I'm old. Yeah, and a new camera's been on my list for things. It like eventually. I used to have one on my throne. I remember I had like a community one that was like really. It's like kind of like your throne, Circa, where things are like obscenely expensive, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe some crazy like millionaire's gonna stop by and just be like, I'll put a drop in the. It's a drop in the bucket for me. I'll just like drop some cash in there. But I can't remember what it was, and now I'm sure it's really outdated as well. But if you know ones to recommend, I can like start like looking into it and saving up. But this one's, I don't know, it's doing the trick for now. It's just, I got this beautiful new light too. It's helping. Oh man.
Searching
Sorry,
for
Lena.
such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
An Elgato Pro? Is that the good one? Did you buy a beanie, Circa? This dialogue tree is one of your favorite lines in the game? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to meet that we've been like destroying it then. You got an outfit check. All right. I genuinely thought about you bought a beanie like you bought it from what have you done? What have you done, Circa? What do you mean from Fucci? From Gucci. I specifically put those beanies on there because I know Pine want. Circa, that's not what a beanie costs. Jesus Christ. Circa. What am I gonna do with you, Circa? I'm gonna have to kill you. I think I'm gonna have to kill you. I think I'm gonna have to kill Circa. With kindness. That's insane, Circa. I'm Fucci. That's the thing, is that's what I'm Fucci. That's on my list of strangest things people have said to me as compliments. One time a gentleman told me that my legs were Gucci. And I was just like, is that a good thing? I don't know. But thank you, Circa. That's really, really too kind. I swear. I'm going to have to figure out some way to repay this kindness. My legs are Fucci now. It's just how it goes. I got an outfit check for Sammy. Big surprise. It's all black. I was wearing a sweater. I can put the sweater on too, but this is I did have this old man sweater on before stream though. Maybe I should put it back on. Did gentleman prefix it with yo bro? I think it was prefixed with hey girl. Or damn girl, your leg's Gucci is I think how it was delivered. I don't know, I was in a mall. This, so small tangent about this sweater. This is one of my favorite cardigans. It is definitely thrifted, if you can't tell. It smells still of old man, I'm pretty sure. But it's not bad. But it's just one of those where it's just like, it has that like old wool smell. But this I've had since maybe my freshman year of undergrad. I've definitely had it by like the end of undergrad. I can't remember when exactly I acquired it. I might have had it before undergrad, but I specifically remember I had it in undergrad because I wore this while riding a bike to mail a letter. And I remember that letter because this pocket has a hole in it and I almost lost the letter. So I remember I've had it since then, but I just adore this sweater. I don't know why. It's just a very unique color. I've never seen any other cardigans like this. It's one of those where the label is like this really old, weird, probably defunct brand now. But yeah, this is usually the sweater I just wear when I'm like at home, though. I don't wear it out much. This is my like lounging around the house sweater. But now I can wear it on stream, so whatever. Yeah, oh, it was definitely a while ago, Fox. Pre-pandemic, when my legs were called Gucci. Do people still say that? People don't say that anymore? The Elgato Facecam Pro. Okay, chotto mate. I'm looking like I incorporate a healthy amount of supplemental fiber into my diet. Get them, mammograms are important. Yeah, I know. I do get screened pretty regularly for health things these days, unfortunately, and also fortunately. That's not what I meant to copy and paste. I'm just putting this up for later so I don't forget. Wait, can I just click on here? What the fuck's wrong with me? There we go. Don't know why I have a problem. I have a problem with my life. Wow, that's a nice looking camera. Okay, I gotta look at that later. Sorry. Oh yeah, the mirrorless, and I don't even know what a pro glass is. Yeah, those ones are insane. Those are like nuts. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, pro lens. Oh, slang. See, Circa's throwing this slang out. I don't even know what's happening. Just look at this drip. Just look at this thrift store drip. I got 1K hanging around. No worries. Oh man, 1 a.m. Sammy, go get some rest. You go get some rest, son. It's always a pleasure to have you here. I'm so happy that you got that big milk shirt coming your way. But yeah, enjoy your evening. You're welcome for the lullaby. Thank you for redeeming them. You describe me as swank? All right, Chad, that's an interesting question. If you had to describe me in one word, it's a very selfish question of me. Don't use the word selfish, because that's the word I'm going to use to describe. My one word to describe yourself is selfish. What's the one word you would use to describe yourself? Okay. I want to know more about Morel, actually, a little bit. Tell me more about him.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
Only 1K. I know. Well, that's the thing is, yeah, because Circa's, like, if I have Circa's set up, that's the thing, though. If I bought that, like, Elgato camera, could I then use the other camera to be, like, Circa style where I have like multiple views? I don't think I could handle it. I don't think I could really handle it. Welcoming, kind. Usosuki. I know it is a dangerous game. This is coming from Millie, who described me as the smartest dumb person you've ever met. Oh man, what's your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's.
It's just like
and
mine.
His palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Is that an actor Pat? I see. Oh, it's an actor Pat. Hey Pat, how's it going? Welcome in, Raiders. Hey Legends, good to see you as always. Sire. Chat, if you don't know actor Pat, I've failed you. If you don't know Actor Pat, I failed you. Circa, welcome in from the Actor Pat raid. I'm pretty sure I'm also in that Actor Pat raid. I was in the Mr. Bart raid. I realized because as soon as I typed something in my own chat, it was like Raider from Mr. Bart, and I was like, cool. Hey, maybe or Maybell, welcome in. Thank you for the follow as well. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, tell me what you want to be called. Tyrant. Thank you, Millie. You beat it tonight. Nice. I knew you were chugging along pretty well in it. Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta get all those achievements. Nice. You know Actor Pat, so I didn't feel. Thank you. Perfect. Well, if any of you don't know me, I'm Revachol, variety streamer. Play a little bit of everything, but we've been on a Disco Elysium kick lately because I did promise chat we would finish Disco Elysium. I think we've spent the last hour in the same conversation with one character though, so that probably shows you how things are going. I'm originally from the US, but I live in Tokyo, Japan now. So if you're somebody who's typically up at weird hours in other time zones, I might be a good streamer for you because my times, I'm often streaming during times when people should be asleep in the US, but but if you're following Actor Pat, I know you must be a good person because Actor Pat is such a kind-hearted person and amazing voice. But if you want to talk about somebody who makes every person feel special and every person feel included in a community, it's Actor Pat. Look no further, because you can be like a first-time chatter in Actor Pat's streams and he will make you be seen, he will make you feel welcomed, and naturally too. Like it just comes naturally to Actor Pat. It's really magical to watch. But also just a great sense of humor. I love Actor Pat. Also though, Pat, if you need to go rest, get yourself that after stream care. You call it ASP. I'm trying to think of after stream self-care. The asks. go please take care of yourself. That goes for any of the raiders too. You're from the Philippines but working now in Dubai. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Yes, Pat cares about everyone. After stream self-care. There. Oh, it's a hyphenated. That's why. I was like, C? Is the C pronounced? But welcome in, raiders. But yeah, if any of you need to take some time to get some hydration, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, get some food, go to bed. Do it as you please. But if you're wanting to hang out, feel free to stick around, lurk. We'll be streaming for a couple more hours at least. And things have been a little chaotic. We've been on a lot of tangents today, so I apologize. This is my last stream before I go to a business trip, so I think I just have a lot on my brain, so I'm just talking a lot. You did specifically look it up to make sure. Okay. I was saying, I've also seen it as one word, like self-care is one word, so I think you're fine. Yeah. It works very well, and I've heard so many people say it now because I think everyone's like, this is an amazing like way to say it. So simple, so like succinct. Let it spread like a virus. Not like a virus, I'm sorry. Don't do that. I had to take a test today about genetic testing in animals because I do a lot of genetic work with animals now, and the lab was like, hey, once a year you need to certify that you like understand that this is a dangerous thing, and like there's protocols and such. I took the test, I passed, but I guess I've got that stuff on my brain now. That's true. You were at patient 0, Pat. Sammy, you're supposed to be in bed. Sammy, go to bed. Sammy, go to bed. But there's a wait for you, son. Anyway, we're talking to Lena about her husband who's been missing. So if you're not familiar with this game, we're trying to solve a murder. We're not very good at it. We're trying to solve a lot of problems, but this is a like walk around, talk to people game. But this game is known for its very well written dialogue, but it's a lot of dialogue. So if that's not your kind of game, feel free to just lurk or sign off or whatever. There is an integration on this too, so occasionally I will ask you guys to help me like decide on what to answer, or I might ask you to like boost certain stats so I can pass skill checks and things like that. But I would be the one to synthesize the rat version of Killer Bees, only because I love Swole Beeman. I would only do it as in an homage to Swole Beeman, who is very sweet and called me this morning on the phone. It's a very nice conversation, a great way to start a Tuesday. I actually love this description of her husband, though. His expression is slightly grumpy. His eyes are always bright and curious like a small boy, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle. This is a woman who loves this man. Like, that's the way when somebody asks you what your husband looks like, that's how you describe them. That's like very sweet. Let's try again. If I was trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Wild. Are Rat Kings real? Yes, 100%. Chubsy, I'll give you one, Chubsy. I think it's because Sammy just redeemed it like 2 minutes ago, so I think it's on cooldown. I'm so sorry, Chubsy. Please be okay. Please be okay. His arms are weak and there's vomit on his mom's spaghetti. Ooh, no.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
Okay. I will say, like, this is like the one conversation where I've kind of been like disappointed in Kim. But it's more human. That's like a human thing. Aw, thank you, Circa. I don't know. Chubsy's like, no, don't. You gotta accept it now. You gotta accept the smooches from Circa. The sapphic smooches from Circa. Oh man, I don't think it's gonna allow you to like do the awkward wave any faster, but maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this is the one time where I've kind of been disappointed in Kim, because he kind of like shamed Lena. He apologized, but he didn't quite do it. It was kind of like a little clumsy, but it does make him more human. He's not perfect. So, Kat, thank you. I go to get some good rest. I hope you have a lovely sleep. But yeah, take care of yourself. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi too. Appreciate it as always. Circa's being a real sweetheart today, which makes me a little suspicious that Circa's planning something.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, just in case.
Just in case. Circa is working crazy hours. Yeah. Has money. Not for long at this rate, Circa. Circa's the type where I feel like you're like, I can't have this, like I have to like spread this happiness. Which I appreciate. That's really like, this is again, Circa's like one of the sweetest humans I know, but not only like monetarily, but also like Circa will support you. And I've witnessed it firsthand in the fact that like Circa will threaten violence to anyone who doesn't support me, apparently. But no, Circa is too good for us all. Like, we don't deserve Circa. Circa is a very, very good human that deserves all of our respect, because we don't deserve her. But she also will absolutely tear you through the mud if you do. Anything unhinged, Circa will capture it. Which is another reason why I adore Circa. Millie, you're not supposed to know that. Look, you can't say that, because now I'm knowledgeable. Before I was like being able to play the card that like, oh, I didn't know I was just being used. But now that you've said that, I can't hold that defense in court anymore. They're gonna be like, remember how Millie like brought this up as a potential thing? Shouldn't you have thought about that? Circa, we need a new scheme. Circa, we're gonna have to change the plan. I would say, yeah, Fox, you and Circa are always like working crazy hours. Because Fox, I know you're doing like a ton of overnights right now. And also, yeah, like consecutive shifts. Misery loves company. Yeah, delete the VOD. Thank you, Wendy. How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
Lena is very sweet. I love Lena. She's very kind. She's like I hope her husband's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, you just work until you pass out. That's, although you streamed when you streamed the other day, Circa, I was like, because I left to go, I forget what I even did. I like left to go to work or something, and I came back and Circa was still streaming, and I was like, it is 8 p.m. in Japan, which means it has to be like 5 a.m. there, and you were still up and streaming and like as if nothing happened. I was like, this is after like a full day. I don't know how you do it. If I don't go to sleep by like 10 or 11, I'm cranky as all hell, and I feel terrible the next day. 4 days where everything was broken upstream, so you didn't have to. Oh, that's nice. So you're like, I'm gonna stream for 24 hours. Tomorrow you're gonna install the new humbuckers in your guitar and check all your boots, shoes for scorpions. Oh, that's terrifying. That's really scary, but a good for you for checking. Don't let the scorpions be in your shoes. How the two of you two meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She smiles wistfully.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I think that's all the information I need. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
Tell me more about this rare insect your husband is looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
Entomological minutiae. That can almost be worse. Did you have the resolve to do whatever you wanted in the meantime? Well, I mean, like, Circa streamed, I think, in the meantime. And then you guys watched some movies and stuff, I thought. I will say, like, sometimes I'm not well when I like was planning to work and then suddenly like all the work gets like taken out from me. Then I'm sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do now because I didn't account for this, and so I kind of get like stymied and I can get really like frustrated headwise with it. No worries, Sane. Get some sleep. Go get some rest. It's late for you. I didn't even realize how late it is for you, Sane. Go get some rest. And guys, if you don't know, guys, girls, ghosts, goblins, if you don't know Sane, that's another super chill streamer. Super kind, growing back the beard. But very chill. Awesome streamer. Please check out Sane. Plays a variety of games. Genuinely, like, I anytime I tune into Sane, it feels like it's like something completely different. I feel like, but yeah, very good streamer. Go get some rest, Sane. Take care of yourself. This lad wore nails on stream, like acrylics, for chat for you. Micromanagers don't usually make it long in visual effects because it makes it. I would think that would be like. I feel like micromanagers don't work well in like most settings, but maybe there are, and I'm just like overlooking in my brain right now. You promise you're awful. Okay, yeah, Sane's awful. Go. If you like awful streamers, go follow Sane. It's not true. It's not true. Yeah, I hate micromanagement. I like cannot function with micromanagement. That is true though. Yeah, Hippofont. Like, I mean, there's plenty of bad managers that work just well enough to be able to persist. I mean, because I've worked for some pretty terrible managers, but they affect the bottom line and very, yeah. As I say, some I would think it would be, yeah, like you said, just like way more obvious, because it would just. There's like, for things like that, if you have somebody who's like, all right, I need everything run by me before, it would definitely like show up in the timeline that like everything's getting fucked up, and like there'd be this like weird bottleneck, and then like, yeah, there wouldn't be enough creativity. I think in creative fields that would be really tough unless the person is like an absolute genius in terms of like the vision of the art or something. But I don't know.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
You're right. I don't have time for insect facts right now. Let's talk about some. Actually, I'll let you vote, chat. Do you want to hear about the insects or do you not want to hear about the insects? Kim doesn't want to hear about the insects from the way he's like side glancing us. But I'm going to let chat. I'm going to let you guys vote. So either number one, I want to hear about the insect, or number two, you know what? We don't have time for insects. Let's talk about something else. Because this will also determine, so cast your votes. This will also determine if maybe you guys are like, no, I don't want to do this conversation yourself, but why are you making me? Looks like so far insects are what everyone's keen on. What does Circa feel about the shoddy VFX bullet squibs that have been plaguing the movie industry of late? Mummy dust squibs? I have no idea what that means. But I'm assuming that's jargon that maybe Circa will understand. I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid technically, but...
Phasmid. Yeah, you don't know either. Is it like a scab? Like in this game? Fox, are you just making shit up? Are you testing us, Fox? Bullet hits? Oh, like where it's like... Ah. No clue. I would say, yeah, I think you're pretty specialized, Circa, aren't you? You're like fabrics and hair and muscle, yeah. Digital stunt, oh, that's very cool.
Ah yes, Phasmatodia, a diverse group
Thanks,
of
Encyclopedia.
insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially.
I love those.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the insular Indian coast.
So that's not like a creature of like fairy tales or anything. It's just like it's a very rare insect is what she's saying. So it's like basically like a stick insect, stick bug, but it's a reed. She's great.
Hence it's named the insular Indian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us officers.
She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully. Or are they saying there's just like one? If it's like, oh, it's just one because it's like this one. Because I feel like usually when I hear about like cryptids, it's like just one example. Like Jersey Devil or whatever it's called. Or like Bigfoot or something. But I don't know. If it's like a species, then I guess that makes more sense to me. Yeah, Mothman.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
Chill out, Kim. Chupacabra. Sucking the blood out of goats.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you.
You know, sucking the blood out of goats, as one does. Just chupacabra stuff. Crooked Finger, no! Crooked Finger definitely doesn't suck the blood out of goats. I'm fairly certain. I'm like 85% certain. 83.